Hey, members of TWU Local 579, Taisha Best, president here. You all have indicated via feedback that you would like to see more union updates on multiple mediums of communication. So, with that in mind, I am here to provide you all with broad stroke updates on union operations and union advocacy efforts that are happening with your union leadership. And with that, let's get started about our external progress. Sedgwick. A lot of you all have given us feedback regarding Sedgwick issues related to Sedgwick's professionalism and management of cases. Myself, Danielle Houston, who is the chair of your EAP committee, and Tiffany Humes, who is your executive liaison of your EAP committee, met with the company to discuss those issues, especially those cases from the members who consented to having them shared with the company. What's occurred from that is the following. One, there will be monthly meetings now being held with the company and the chair of your EAP committee to discuss concerns raised by you all for them to be addressed. Two, there is now a reassurance from the company management that workers who are found unprofessional or grossly mismanaging your cases will be asked not to be assigned to the JetBlue account. And also, any subject related issues to professionalism and gross mismanagement, you all need to send them to EAP at 579TWU.org so that, again, the chair can address it with benefits management. Thanks again to everyone who sent in your experiences, and thanks in advance to everyone else who will be sending them in the future. Your next topic is about return to work. I know this has been a pain point for a lot of our members. We've had extensive discussions that have occurred. And for those of you who also sent in return to work experiences, thank you again. If you would like to continue sharing them, please again send those also to EAP at 579TWU.org. That being said, we have scheduled a meeting with the company to develop a flight attendant leave of absence manual similar to another major airline. This manual will break down all leaves and how to take them and how to return from them. The people who will be participating in this meeting will be from the benefits department, your EAP committee, your scheduling committee, JBU, in-flight coordinators, and the in-flight performance department. We hope that in creating a manual, which should have been done years ago, will streamline the return to work process and provide details on executing the various leaves available to members. Next topic is about Empower. So an email went out to you all on June 11, 2025, and we are still waiting to hear back from the company regarding those actions that we have asked for them to take. If you would like to know more about the details of our request from Empower, please again go back into your email box and look for an email from us dated June 11th, 2025. Regarding the United Partnership, we stand still in a wait and see position related to whether or not the United Partnership would benefit us, the membership. The next topic is about a meeting that was had with Warren Christie and Donnie, alongside myself and your Vice President, Rob Hill. There was discussion regarding flexibility and morale and the need for the minimum credit window adjustment to be able to drop to zero in the trade board. Some headway was made, and we are now working in a limited time window to see whether or not we can provide a scenario where there is cost savings that will allow members to drop, considering the increase in members actively bidding due to the decreased R&R need. We also did discuss power up flexibility, which is the ability to fly above 150 hours. So that wraps up your external progress. Let's talk about what's happening a little bit internally. Don't forget about your membership meeting. That's in August on the 28th. It begins at noon. I have created an internal 579 docket. And what that is it's a document that houses member-wide issues being worked on, its current status, and the point of contact for internal leadership to reach out to. This has developed and it will allow for the dozens of union leaders to click and see where we're at. And therefore, you, the members, when you ask about, hey, what's going on with this issue, we will now be able to say in a more unified manner where we are. And that document is going to be updated frequently. The other thing that we're working on is the transition project. So right now I'm working with committees, especially to create processes and policies related to their work as a committee. This will create strong continuity and longevity for our local, allowing for our union leadership transition to be as seamless as possible. This is a massive project. I probably will make a separate video on the transition project at a later time and go into further detail. I will say that our board has already completed the task of utilizing our bylaws, TWU, International Constitution, and our CBA to identify duties and responsibilities that are assigned to those specific board positions. We have expanded it to include the process and procedures to complete those tasks. The other thing that I do want to talk about, more sensitive topic, is a lot of members ask the question of what happens if one of us is detained by ICE. And so there have been extensive discussion with the company about this. I've also had a discussion with legal and international reps. So I want to provide you with this information that was vetted by our legal department. The grievance process would preserve that member's job. We also have immigration lawyer references that members could utilize. In addition to that, pro bono nonprofits have sprouted up to assist, not including what already exists, which is, for example, the ACLU. And I also want to point out regarding CBA Article 4, which is missing an interment, technically that would not apply in these cases. So I do want to give you that. I do want to talk about our Engage, Educate, and Organize initiatives. So, committee town halls, all town halls for July have been scheduled and announced to all of you. Our communications committee will keep reminding you all of the June and July town halls so that you don't forget. So there also was discussion with our board. We are going to put forth a couple of town halls as well to close out our year. So please keep close to your social media platforms and inboxes for dates and times. And again, don't forget the membership meeting on August 28th. The website revamp, that's your Educate. Committees should have finished their task on writing content for at least 2 topics for our website revamp update. Working extensively with them to get more education information on the website. Not just that, we are also now going to include more CBA education on the website. That's going to have its own hub for you to look at, review, and not just in text. We are also trying to develop more video content related to committee work and the contract. Let's talk about organizing. Organizing committee. The call for volunteers will be launched this month. A separate job form dashboard is being created for our organizing committee so that when we have interactions with you, we can not only follow up, but also instantly give you resources that you can take home with you. Onboarding documents and processes are being finalized. We can't wait to share with you what that all means. Regarding committees, we have sent out a call for specific committees that include communication, your in-flight service and catering committee, uniforms, and EAP. I will say specifically with communications, we are looking for a couple people who are dynamic on social media so that we can increase our empowerment on social media platform. And for those of you who haven't done so already, if you go to a social media platform like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, if you type in at TWU Local 579, you should be able to follow our social media pages. So don't forget to do that. And with that, I'll end there. This is your first video update from me, Taisha Best, your president of TWU Local 579. See you around.